Good morning. Hello. Welcome back to Talk About Strange. Good to see you today. I know right now you're probably asking yourself, what the hell's going on? It's Saturday. What is he doing on here on Saturday? Well, I got a couple of stories in. My battery's charged up on my tablet. Starting to get a little bit more used to my glasses. We'll keep trying here. I found out something cool. So somebody wrote me a message. It is, I got another one. It's anonymous. And the print is really small. Like I said, I'm having a tough time with these glasses. And I found out, to my surprise, on here, for some reason, I can copy it, take it to my, whatever that's called. What is that called? I don't know, there's a pen there. It's on my tablet. I can copy and paste it on there, and then I can enlarge it. It didn't need editing. She's got commas and punctuations on there and made sure she was very clear about that. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. We also got something in from our buddy Jesse, who had wrote us before. And where is it? Oh, we had a little fun with each other here. So he sent me in some really cool stuff. This isn't a story. He sent in some wild looking pictures for us. So I am going to upload them and show them to you as we talk about this here. He did do a little write-up, so I'm going to go ahead and read that to you. As far as updates go, nothing new right now other than the glasses, and we got some new stories coming in, and I really appreciate it. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that. Don't be afraid to send them in, okay? Even our subscribers saying, send in some more stories. Let's get those stories in. Don't be afraid to send them in. This is a non-judgmental channel. We're just here to have some fun, share our stories. You're not going to be judged on if they're real or not. You might get some people that give a little pushback. Don't even worry about them, the naysayers and stuff. Just, you come on to enjoy the story for the story, okay? You don't have to take it too personally. Just enjoy the story. And you guys want to be heard, come on and be heard. Give us your story and we'll share it. Let me know if you want to remain anonymous. Things are going really well. We're growing. And I just want to keep that momentum going that we have. And so get them sent in. Don't be scared. Listen, I took a major chance coming on here. I had no idea what I was doing. It was a huge learning curve for me. I mean, I spent a lot of time and resources to get to where I'm at right now with this. And I got to be honest, I think you guys know, I am not the best reader in the world. But our little family here, our TSA family, gives nothing but love and support and confidence. And I don't know why they love hearing me read. You guys love hearing me read, but you keep telling me you love hearing me read. So I'm going to keep doing it. And I'm going to keep trying to get better. And the same thing goes for the stories. You might be nervous about coming on and telling these stories and sharing them and these experiences. Don't be afraid. Put them on there. People are going to give you a lot of love and support for it. Don't even worry about it, and don't worry about the naysayers. There's always got to be somebody that feels negative about something, and you know what? It's okay. It's just, some things are hard for people to believe and understand, and that's okay. That's why we're here. This is a place that you can come on and express yourself and feel free to do that. And because we're doing that, more people have been sending in the stories. In fact, that was one I got this morning. She said thought she'd never talk about it in a million years to anybody, but she did. She sent it in, and she's sharing it with us, and I'm really appreciative of that. So with that said, get over to my store and pick up some merchandise. Get on there and check out the new clothes that are put on there and logos and stuff, graphics. It's really cool stuff. and have some fun with that. If you shared your story, there's a graphic on there that says I shared my story on Talk About Strange. Grab one of them and wear it proud, and that helps support the channel and keeps us going. So if you get a chance, please get over there and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. Hit that like and subscribe. I don't mind at all. And if you want to become a member, please do. I really appreciate it. All right. With that said, let's get going here. Hey Steve, it's Jesse again. So here's something that happened in 2021. I say weird because of how it happened, or should I say what was involved. This kind of has to do with like when you see clouds in the sky and they say, oh look, a bunny rabbit or a dog. So you know when you do laundry and you get the soap stain on your clothing. Well, I had just done laundry and I was folding my clothes when I took out a black shirt, extended it out, and noticed there was lightest tan color stain on the back. And as I began to examine it, I noticed that there were images, not just one image, but I saw 4 images. Now I know that's weird, it's stupid, it's dumb, whatever. If it was just one, I would not have thought anything of it. But 4 in the same area, now I took pictures and I'm sending them to you. I have numbered them 2 each and one circle with the image so you can compare. Yeah, strange is strange. So number 1, there's an image of a face with some sort of triangle shape above its head. Number 2 looks like half of an alien body coming through. I guess you could say a porthole. Ah, interesting. Number 3, again, it looks like a long face with a long neck. And number 4, it looks like a side view of a Sasquatch. Now, it may be a little hard to see. This is for others, again, like I said, weird and strange. So I hope I do this right. I'm going to try to attach this photo. If I can't, they may come separate. And as always, keep up the great work. I love the channel, although we all have a lot of experiences and some may be terrifying and scary, but sometimes we can have fun with it and just not be afraid. And I know it's all done in respect. And to all the followers, subscribers, viewers, as Steve says, share and have your friends and family share their stories. Thank you. And in this case, I may have missed a comma or period. Here are some extras so you can apply them as needed. Laugh out loud. I'm just trying to have fun, okay? Take care, and again, keep up the great work. All right, let's check these out. There is the first one with the triangle over its head. Yeah, that's kind of wild looking. I see what you mean there. That is interesting. No, it looks like a number 2 off to the right of it. Number 2 or an 8 or something. It is interesting. And then you have it circled here. Cool. All right. This one, number 2, to me, with the long neck and long body and arm, almost looks like either an alien or an angel floating or something. You know, it could be like an angel out with the wings out like that. That's kind of wild looking. And that one's circled again. That's a trip. That is cool. Number 3, is that that's a Sasquatch one you said? It does look like a face. I see a nose, mouth, eye. Yeah, I see what you mean now. Okay. Yeah, that's wild. I see a mustache. Mustache and long hair. Yeah, that's what I see in that face. Like a nose. Looks like it got a mustache and looks like it got long, flowing hair. Looks like an old Scotsman. Picture of an old Scotsman. Number 4. That's weird because when I looked at it earlier and I seen something in that one, but I don't see it now. Like there was something else I seen and I'm trying to think what that was. My wife said something too. Oh, the first one, that with the alien face and the triangle over the top. My wife, first thing she says, it looks like a dog's face there with the ears. It looks like a dog's face, which was kind of cool. So if you got any past dogs, puppies, that might be interesting to you to relook at. All right, very cool. Thank you for sharing that with us. That's fun. I like that. All right, let's get on with our next one. Now, this one is a story. Okay, so this one is that one I was talking about that I had to transfer it. So really cool. Wow, I can see this. Okay. All right, and if I need any punctuations, I'll take them from Jesse's and bring them over here. No, this is done pretty good from what I can tell. So if I mess up on this one, it's my fault. Hi, Steve. Hopefully my punctuation and storytelling isn't too bad for you, Steve. Laugh out loud. I'm not going to live this down. That's all right. That's okay. I can take it. Okay. I'm not sure what kind of encounter this is. You be the judge. My story happened about 10 to 15 years ago. My husband wanted to show me some places he used to go when he was a young man, where he used to live. There is a place in the woods about 20 miles from where he grew up that he called, or locals called, Fairyland. I never thought I would relay this story ever, but watching your channel has made me want to share it. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So one day, mid-afternoon, my husband drove us to this place in the woods. There's a pole out along the road so you can go hiking on the trail in the wooded area and is maintained by Parks and Recreations. My husband also said that the local elementary school take field trips to this little area for teaching the kids about nature and such. In the area near the road is some tables with an awning for the kids to sit while they are being taught about nature. Would have loved to have had something like this when I grew up. Laugh out loud. Yeah, we had them. We had some nice parks. And there are signs, plaques that have wildlife info on them as well. Anyway, so where we were going was further into the woods, way past where the kids normally hike. We both loved to hike, so deeper in the woods was fine with me. I was born and raised in the city and was not used to being around wooded areas and lots of nature, laugh out loud. So I loved it. It took about 25 minutes or so to walk into the woods. We took much longer due to my oohing and awing over the sights I was seeing, including some deer. I get excited over seeing deer since I only saw them the few times my family went up to the mountains when I was growing up. And yes, my husband used to shake his head at me in disbelief at my childlike behavior, laugh out loud. My husband relayed a story of that time when him and his best friend came here to camp overnight and got chased out. He told me this story before, but left out a big part of the story. He was just now relaying the missing part while we were walking through this thing, chased them out of the woods and followed them as they drove away from the area. He said it continued to follow them until they were almost home, almost 20 plus miles away. I asked what was this thing that followed them, and he could not explain it to me. He just said it was some kind of entity, what he believed to be a guardian of the forest to get them away from the area for some unknown reason. That was his and his best friend's feelings anyway. So we were walking. I was starting to get an uneasy feeling that I just discounted as being a little scared from the story. So we arrived at the Fairyland, and Steve, this was a beautiful place deep in the woods. People come to the spot and leave little trinkets, shiny things, etc. for the beings that live in the forest. As per my husband, many people claim to have witnessed fairies or pixies in this area. At the time we went, my husband said it doubled in size with all the things people have been leaving there over the years. When we were at the spot, this circle of things, I felt at such peace, just an overall feeling of happiness, and I felt protected, so to speak. It was wonderful but strange at the same time. These things people left were just placed everywhere around, little things on fallen trees. People made little fairy houses and placed them there, little fairy garden, and it was just beautiful there. We were there for all of about 10 minutes, and we heard and felt a very loud thud from a good distance away, deep in the woods. It was like something huge jumped off something onto the ground. When I say a sudden feeling of dread does not even begin to describe how I felt in that moment. All of a sudden, it felt like the forest/woods were moving, and that feeling of being watched, but nothing was visible. I was getting so scared. My husband suddenly said, "We have to go now." From the moment of the thud until my husband said, "We need to go," it was mere seconds, but it felt like an eternity. It just felt like something was coming, but you couldn't see it. Like something was coming at us at a dead run, but something bigger than anything I'd ever felt. It was so hard to describe it. But yes, I felt it coming, but saw nothing. No other way to describe it. No shadows, no Bigfoot, no bear, just that feeling of something coming. Maybe it's similar to that feeling you get if an angry elephant was running straight towards you. I've never had that feeling, but I can imagine that feeling. You could feel it from the ground. You know what I mean? But there was nothing visible there. Just weird. Anyway, my husband grabbed my hand and we took off running to get out of there. We ran as fast as we could, and we could feel this thing getting closer and closer. My husband just kept saying, "Run." We finally made it to the car and we drove out of there. To this day, I have no idea what this was. I looked behind us many times, never seeing anything, but I felt and heard it coming. I'll tell you what though, on the drive home, I let my husband have it for not disclosing crucial information about where we were going that day. He knew I was a big scaredy cat. In his defense, he said that only happened to them at night and never had an issue with this entity when they come to hike during the day hours. Well, that's my story, Steve. I love your channel so much. I have enjoyed all the many experiences that people have shared with you. Thank you for making people feel comfortable and safe enough to share their experiences with you. I hope we continue to get more updates from Amaruq. Spelling. Amaruq. Amaruq. And Wendy. Can't wait to hear more. Thanks again, Steve. Thank you to all your members and viewers. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That's a great story. I feel like there's a lot of things that could be, and it kind of sounds like that other story that with the two boys that were playing way out in the forest and got chased out and they couldn't see anything. And then that evening when he was laying down, it almost drug him out the window. You say not Bigfoot, but it sounded a lot like a, how do they call it, translucent Bigfoot, invisible. Like, I'm just saying, I don't know, but I've heard that they can make themselves invisible. So cloaking of somehow or something, some kind of a forest spirit. At first I thought you were going to talk about actual fairies, and that sounds like that could have been what followed your husband home and his friend that night, because it sounded, I just envisioned something flying behind them if it followed them that far home, but I don't know. But that's really wild, and sounds like a beautiful place too. Shame to get chased out, especially you guys were there during the day. That's crazy. But if you go back, maybe bring an offering. Did you bring something? I almost wonder if you didn't bring something. It's like, you didn't give me a gift. Get out of here. Anyway, all right. So that was fun. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get these posted up for you so you have something to watch and listen to today. Thank you so very much for joining me on Saturday. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Tomorrow, Sunday, it's supposed to start warming up again, so I'm looking forward to that around here. I'm going to go find something to do. I got some more work to do. I got to go through and check for more stories. I think I got some more stuff in here to share with you. Maybe I'll even get another one up. So until then, take care. We'll see you again very soon.